here in Tskaltubo today. It's a lovely little town with a really interesting history. There's hundreds of hotels, actually there's 25 abandoned hotels here that were all built by the Russians around the waters.
So the water here, it's been known about by Georgians for hundreds of years. It's hot, naturally hot, like 35-degree water, and it's believed to have healing properties.
Immortality.
That's what it's called, yeah, waters of immortality. So during the Soviet Union, people would flock here basically, so they built all these fancy hotels, these sanatoriums as they're called. You see one behind us, and that's what we're going to have a look around.
And there's 25 of these abandoned all around, and they're all just as grand as each other. Absolutely beautiful luxury buildings that were probably very, very expensive to visit.
So a lot of them are being redeveloped at the moment, construction work ongoing, so we're just going to look in the ones that we can really. Oh, pretty epic staircase. Wow, the grand entrance. So it's like one of the old baths. Maybe. And this is in the central sort of courtyard area. There's the entrance where we came in. So that's where we entered over there. That's the central courtyard which had the sort of bath in. Very grand. Inside one of the old rooms, looking out the balcony. Two other buildings. That's a different building, isn't it, over there, with people living in it?
I reckon it's where like staff live.
One of the old rooms. Ensuite bathroom. It's pretty small, isn't it?
Yeah.
But a nice view of the courtyard. At the window.
Every room has different wallpaper.
Look at the size of the room there. Small. All the wallpaper in these rooms is still somewhat intact. It seems to be different in every room. On the roof now, overlooking the courtyard behind us and the grand entrance in front of us. entranceway that we walked down. So this is another hotel now, but it's built in a similar sort of style. A lot bigger though, big courtyard, sort of symmetrical over there compared to over here. And just standing in a spiral staircase, and I can see one over there as well. Pretty badly decayed, this one. And if you walk from the central courtyard this way, down this corridor, the bathhouse is just at the end. Looks like an old theatre here. Wow. Overlooking on one side the courtyard, and on the other side, take a little stroll over this way. There's the bathhouse that I'm talking about. There's the corridor there that you walk down from the hotel that we're in, into the bathhouse there. Do you think this was a bath? This grand room. Looks like there's changing rooms there. But there's no evidence that I can see of bath equipment. No evidence of bath equipment, is there?
I don't know, I think it's a bathhouse.
Well, what do you think it was?
I don't know.
But they look like changing rooms either side. Coming in here, changing rooms either side, we think. And then, what else could this have been, really? I don't know. Actually a sign though. You know, this is probably the safest one we've been at. Wow. Look at all these individual bathtubs. This place is called Bathhouse 8, and it's in the central park of the town, and it's pretty nicely intact. You can see all these just behind me, all these like individual baths. I guess that's what they were. Yeah, they've got like plug holes in the bottom, and they're all around us. And then in the middle, we've got a big opening there. I can see the sky. Very interesting. Different entrances and exits dotted around at different angles, leading out onto the park. This middle bit, which was probably communal bath spring thing. Very intriguing.
So all the hotels are built and designed around these natural springs, which locals are here to use, tourists to use, and we've just splashed ourselves, so I'm not this sweaty and wet from the spring.
It's just a little fountain down there, yeah, a little spring.